Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttradesolutions.com on a Tuesday, 19th March. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we've got Fed meeting tomorrow, so let's go over the charts. Really, just sideways, kind of a churn. Lots of rotation. I wrote about it over the weekend. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, sign up for the newsletter. Give me a thumbs up. I am going to have a class probably in a couple of weeks. We did another class had a really good, actually sold it out. So I will be probably setting up another one. All right, let's get right into the charts. And, not a lot that we haven't talked about, on the surface. Let's start with the S&P. And I've been using the contract specific more or less for now, just simply because it's such a much cleaner, kind of clear cut range here. We basically 5162, you can see here as the bottom end of the range. We came down there yesterday, rallied, came into the middle part of the range, and now we're possibly tomorrow's Fed meeting. If it's a dovish type of outcome, the market responds, we probably go out and make another new high. Wouldn't be a big shocker. That's been really what's been happening lately. We have these big kind of back and forth, and we end up consolidating, making a new high, pulling back. Again, could be another situation where we get up to another new high and then pull back, but interestingly, the NASDAQ is kind of lagging a little bit right now, and that's obviously due to what happened with NVIDIA pulling back today, finding some buyers at 850, and then rallying and basically just starting its own kind of sideways pattern here. So yeah, in fact, just looking at NVIDIA for after the conference yesterday and anticipation and all this kind of stuff, it was really interesting because they took it literally down to, I had my discussion with my members this morning, 850. The low today was 850 and 10 cents right there. And then they took it all the way up to like 905 and then closed it right in the middle. So this could be another, set. You got a higher, that high there, another high, a lower high, and then obviously we still need to break down. So this 850 really becomes a critical level, and if they blow this out, then obviously we go out and make a new high tomorrow or the next day, whatever. So it looks like right now we're kind of pausing on NVIDIA. This is driving a lot of what's going on. I think the fact that NVIDIA did recover was obviously lifting the S&P and the rest of the markets. Really, if I do believe if NVIDIA had not recovered and in fact started breaking down below 850, we probably have a lower index in the NASDAQ and the S&P. So I still think that is largely driving a lot of this. Also, Bitcoin, I started talking about this. I'm sorry, Russell did hold right along here. We got a little bit of a bounce, no big deal, just lots of chop. Bitcoin also is dropping. This is going to be interesting if they continue to sell off Bitcoin. There's some levels below that we're looking at on Bitcoin. Rates did back away today off that 435 that I've been talking about, this big resistance level here in the interest rate market. Coming into the Fed tomorrow is going to be interesting if they blow through that. For now, still stocks are able to handle this rate increase. At what point does that become a problem? We'll have to see. Maybe 450, I don't know. And the fact, again, we've been here before. I think that's really stalling the market. But if we do break above that tomorrow, that could be a bit of a challenge. Also, dollar did recover off of those levels down in here. Now we're coming into no man's land, possibly up to here now, or maybe some resistance. Bank of Japan did increase rates yesterday, but they were pretty vague on their future intentions, and that actually tanked the yen. So we'll see if the yen actually holds here, the 66,200. This is we've been talking about this is a very strong low here. If they do break that, they may have to intervene. You can see right there, that's going to be a very critical level in the yen. Now, there was no level on this rally that you can really point to. This rally didn't take us to any kind of level over here to the left. So you probably had to wait for a break or whatever, and nothing. So now we're kind of been churning. This by the way, this rally happened back in December, and then we kind of faded out. So nothing going on there. Also, looking at the Mexican peso, we had Australia yesterday, and the Mexican peso is what I'm more interested in. We'll see if that actually comes back to these levels here and fills that gap, or it continues lower. That's another market that I've been watching because it has some movement. Gold, copper, silver, nothing today, just flat. This should move tomorrow again after the Fed. Probably going to have a lot of volatility coming into that. Oil kind of grinding higher after the break above 82, just kind of meandering higher. And nat gas just stalling out here again. No meaningful. That looks like it's setting up for a breakout at 176 on nat gas, and that's maybe the inventories on Thursday may be changing that. Other than that, really, again, it's all churn under the surface. You can see that by looking at stocks like AMD. That also got hit. And by the way, AMD, which is a direct competitor to NVIDIA, did also fill this little tiny gap, and it tried to bounce off that gap right there, but then it faded into the day. So there's that gap right there that I have at 177, and it attempted a bounce. We got a gap lower too. So there's still some levels below that I would be very interested in buying NVIDIA, possibly all the way down to 150. So this is also what's going on below the surface that really is interesting. And then we also have Nike earnings later this week, FedEx. So we still have a bunch of stuff going on, but the main thing would be tomorrow's. Obviously, tomorrow's Fed meeting will be the main driver going forward. Okay. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week. Again, if you want to contact me, transparenttrading-solutions.com support at all the links are below. And have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Take care.